Hey puzzle besties, welcome back to my channel, Javi's Puzzle Odyssey. Guys, today it is May the 4th. So what does that mean? We are going to be doing some Star Wars puzzles today. And I have this multi-pack that I thrifted, I don't know how long ago, but it was brand new. And I thought, well, May the 4th is today. Why not get into some of these Star Wars puzzles? And I actually really like these images, but I am going to give you guys a close-up. And I don't think there's a particular name. And I feel like the multi-packs already have names like that. But yeah, here we go. We have a couple images here. And maybe I can do a few of the 300, maybe like one or two, and then maybe the 500. Guys, I do love this image. And it was brand new. Something that I found interesting about this actual Buffalo puzzle, oh, and it's by Buffalo, is the piece cuts are random. I don't know if you guys can see, but I'll do an unboxing and I'll give you guys a close-up and show you what the puzzles look like. And before we get started, don't forget to share, like, and subscribe. And welcome to all my new subscribers. Thank you guys for subscribing. Thank you guys for commenting. And also, I am feeling a lot better today. I was really down and out. And I appreciate you guys and your patience. And I just wanted to say I have a upcoming puzzle haul, so stay tuned for that. And I am working on my puzzle for the artist review. We are going to be starting a new series, which will be a playlist, and I'm going to be featuring some artists, some popular artists on jigsaw puzzles. And, you know, we'll go down the list of different artists. I have currently a few in mind. I have, you know, some Ann Stoke puzzles. I have Thomas Kincaid. I have D. McAdam. I have a lot of artists I would like to review and start a playlist on it. So my goal now is to continue reviewing puzzle brands, reviewing puzzles in general, have a casual puzzling day like yesterday's video. And I want to continue to provide different things so everyone's welcome here. I'm also going to continue speed puzzling. I know I haven't speed puzzled in a while. I'm sorry, guys. I am going to do a speed puzzling video once I get this artist review kicked off. I'm starting to practice. I practiced the other morning. I did a 300-piece puzzle and it was a little rusty, but I think I'm improving. So we shall see in that next video. But we'll go ahead and get to the unboxing. I just wanted to catch up with you guys, let you guys know what's going on, and I will see you at the end. Quick little unboxing, guys. I wanted to show you, I ended up covering this table completely with white cardboard, and I love it because now I have two white tabletops that I can puzzle on, and I really prefer to puzzle on a white puzzle top when I'm filming. And just in general, I feel like there's a better color contrast. Like when I get to my all white puzzle, I'm going to take this off and do it on the green top. Obviously that contrast is better. But for filming purposes and when I'm filming multiple videos at once, I'm going to have the white option versus the green. And the felt been driving me crazy, guys. But we're going to get into this unboxing. I will show you real quick what the packaging looks like up close. Is your standard multi-pack. The back of this one actually shows some other puzzles that they have. I'm a Star Wars fan. I love Star Wars. I watched this since I was a kid. I'm not crazy about it like how I'm crazy about like Wicked or Pokemon or Nightmare Before Christmas, but I do love Star Wars, and it's one of those things. And guys, I wanted to show you. Wait, first of all, where should we start? I feel like I want to start here and save the 500 one for last. I don't know, but just by looking at the color I can tell that that's the first one. And I kind of like this one too. I think I'm gonna start here. It's 300 pieces, so it shouldn't take me too long. But it's a random cut, guys. When have you seen a buffalo random cut? Let's get into these pieces really quick before we start puzzling. And I feel like I don't need the poster. First of all, y'all made this poster so big with the images so small, but that's fine. I'm going to just put that to the side. I'm going to cover this up. And we are going to just look at the pieces real quick because I am so curious as to why this is random cut. I'm trying to see if there's a year on here. I don't see a year, a release year on here at all, guys. I'm sorry. But we'll just move along and look at these pieces. Guys, what? What? Random cut buffalo. This is going to be interesting. I do like the shapes. Look at, guys. Look at that. A random cut buffalo. I'm shooketh. Alright, guys. I'm going to go ahead and just get into it. Let's see how this goes. Hopefully it's not too challenging for me. You guys know I'm not a random cut person, but these days I'm becoming one. Not by choice. I'm kidding. But yeah, seriously. This is wild. Alright, we'll go ahead and get started with puzzling. Alright guys, the pieces are random for real. I just wanted to show you. This is 30 minutes worth of work, like, for a 300 piece puzzle. Like, and the image is not even complicated. But, like, I'm struggling because it's super random. Like, super random. And I already struggle with random as it is. I don't know, my brain just can't do random so good. So maybe this is going to be good practice for random cut for me, but this is what I got so far. I will say the artwork on this puzzle is very detailed, very beautiful. I mean, look at that, guys. That is good. So this is what I got so far, but just want to give you a quick little close-up on all the pieces. I'm enjoying it. Please don't mind me. I'm still recovering and I sound a little stuffy, but I'm getting there, y'all. Okay, guys, really quick. I just want to say I do not hate random cut. I know I'm always like, it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite. I think it's more so I'm just so used to doing a standard grid cut that when I get to a random, I'm like, oh, my brain gets flustered. But I'm actually enjoying this one. The cut isn't as crazy or dramatic as I made it seem. It is different, especially coming from a grid cut, but I'm actually enjoying this one. But I will say for a buffalo puzzle, the pieces don't feel as sturdy as a standard buffalo puzzle. And I was very shocked to see this in a random cut. I've never done a buffalo puzzle with a random cut. Just wanted to throw that out there. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of this time lapse. All right, guys, this one's complete and I enjoyed it. I think it was a little too random for me. Like the cut was a little too random and I couldn't fully enjoy it. I did not know that Buffalo did random cut, which again, I gotta be in the mood for. And like this one was random as like, I don't know what. But I'll give you guys a close-up. It's a beautiful puzzle though, man. This artwork is nice. This artwork is nice. But very random, if you guys can see the cut. I didn't hate it. I just didn't love it. And I'm trying to like, I wanted to do more of these, but like, I don't know if I want to sit here and do all this random piece puzzles. So I have other Star Wars puzzles I can visit. So I'm just gonna go look and see what else I have before I do another one of these. I might do one more. I wanted to do the 500 one. I feel like my brain is so focused on the shape and not like the detail that's on here, but I know I need to get better with random cut, especially if I'm gonna speed puzzle, because I know some competitions will have random cut puzzle pieces. It's just, I need to like try to focus on the detail and versus the shape, and then go by shape when I can't find the next piece. I don't know. What's the trick with these random ones? Tell me. Especially when they're like super random like this. This puzzle took me like 2.5 hours. And it's only 300 pieces. So I feel like that's bad. I enjoyed it though. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed putting it together. I just, I wish it was a grid cut puzzle. Like a standard cut. But I did enjoy it. All right, guys. I'm gonna look around. I'm gonna shop around. I call it shopping when I'm looking at my puzzles. I'm gonna shop around and see. I know I have a Ravensburger Mandalorian that's 500. These little 300 ones are easy. Like they're small count. So I kind of wanted to do a few of these, but I don't know if I'm gonna do another random. Sorry, guys. Let's see what I have. I just want to show you real quick, like how blurry the image is. Like, guys, that's horrible. Like, that is horrible, and it's off-putting. It's making me not want to continue with the puzzle. Like, that's his face. He even looks funny. Like, I'm so surprised at this buffalo puzzle. It feels like a Sherlock's. Like, it feels like a budget puzzle. And I know this puzzle was not cheap. I only paid a couple bucks for it because I got it thrifted, but it was brand new in the box. So I know for a fact that this puzzle was at least $17 at least. So it's kind of a letdown. I'm glad I didn't pay $17 for it, but the freaking image is just blurry, and I don't know if I want to continue. I think I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna try a little bit more. If not, I'm going to move on to one of my Ravensburger Star Wars themed puzzle. I have a Mandalorian one that I could do. I really like this image, but that one was pretty. So it was only 300 pieces. This one's 500. So, and I really did not want to do these two because I struggled with that one. I can only imagine what those two are going to be like. So. Alright, guys, I decided to just continue with doing the puzzle, even though I was a little taken back by the blurriness of the image. But I think at first glance, when you look at the pieces, it seems very blurry. But once you start putting it together and the images come together, it's a little bit easier. Now, I want to make a point that, thank goodness, this was a random piece cut, because I noticed something. Since I wasn't focusing on the image itself and just the shapes that helped. So I was able to look at the color, look at the image, see where that color could possibly be around, and then go by the shape, which was cool because that helped me. So you know what? Now, I know I was like complaining about it being random shape because I wasn't expecting it to be random shape. If I'm being honest, now I'm like, oh, thank goodness. So I will say random shape has its perks for sure. Even though I'm not a big fan, I like doing them here and there. But like I said, I kind of want to be in the mood for a random shape when I mean get into that because my brain doesn't really, my brain only wants to focus on one thing, and it wants to focus on the shape, and I start forgetting to look at like the patterns and stuff. But um I actually started to have fun putting this one together. I did want to tell you guys about 5 fun facts about the Star Wars films. George Lucas, the director of the movie, didn't expect A New Hope to be a success. In fact, he was so convinced it would flop that he skipped the premiere to go on vacation with Steven Spielberg. It was during this vacation that they came up with the idea for Indiana Jones. Ain't that something, y'all? All right. Fact, fun fact number 2, the iconic opening crawl was a physical creation for the original trilogy. It wasn't computer generated. The yellow text was laid out on a large 6-foot long black paper and then filmed as the camera moved along it to create the scrolling effect. I thought that was interesting because, you don't think about that stuff when you see that come on in the intro of the movie. Fact number 3. The actor who played R2-D2 also played an Ewok. Kenny Baker, who was famously inside the R2-D2 unit, also donned the bear suit to play one of the Ewoks in The Return of the Jedi. I thought that was funny, but very talented. He was able to do both. Alec Guinness, who played Obi-Wan Kenobi, negotiated a very lucrative deal. Initially paid a relatively modest upfront fee for A New Hope. He also secured a percentage of the film's gross profit. This turned out to be an incredibly smart move, earning him millions over the years, far exceeding what he made in his extensive career before Star Wars. I thought that was an interesting fact. Very smart on his behalf. Very, very smart. So I thought that was interesting. And then for the final fact that I have, fun fact, the famous line, "Luke, I am your father," was not the original line in The Empire Strikes Back. The actual spoken by Darth Vader was, "No, I am your father." This plot twist was kept secret for most of the cast and crew until the film release. Just something a little funny too. I thought this was like an interesting fact because I swear I remember it always being, "Luke, I am your father." But it was not the original line. It is, "No, I am your father." And if you go back and watch it, it's been, "No, I am your father." So I thought that was an interesting fact. But I just want to say I really enjoyed this puzzle. Putting it together was actually fun. As you can see, the pictures coming alive. The image was blurry, I'm not going to lie, and I was very surprised to see the quality of this puzzle to be so blurry, but I honestly still enjoyed it. I took my time, I relaxed, and I just focused on the image, focused on the puzzle. And guys, I'm so happy I didn't switch puzzles because the image at the end was beautiful. It came together. And I'm going to put this puzzle away. I'm going to take it apart. I'm not going to glue it. I kind of wanted to glue it because it's an interesting panoramic shape. I thought it would be cool to like put up somewhere. But I think I'm going to just put it in the bag and leave it complete in the box and donate it. Since I know all the pieces are there, I'm sure there's a Star Wars fan out there who will enjoy this puzzle. I did enjoy the first one a lot. I thought it was a really, really decent image. The image quality was good. The product quality wasn't as good for a Buffalo. I was surprised. And I have other multi-packs, and I've never had a issue with the pieces feeling so cheap. These feel really cheap. And then this one, the quality of the image was super blurry. It felt like it looks like a painting, but it's not a painting. Like it kind of was just like muddy, the colors. And even looking at the image on the poster didn't really help. I feel like the colors weren't true to the image on the poster. So I don't know what that was about with this puzzle. I've never had a problem with a buffalo puzzle, but you guys can let me know in the comments if you had any issues with a buffalo puzzle before. But I still enjoyed it, and I'm happy I did it. So yeah, all right, guys, I will be leaving you guys with this. I hope you all have a wonderful day. We are getting close to the 400 subscriber mark. So if you're watching this and you're not yet subscribed, please consider subscribing and leave a comment. Let me know if you guys are Star Wars fans. If you're not, have you watched it? What are your thoughts on these puzzles? Have you guys did this puzzle? Let me know in the comments. I hope you all have a wonderful day,